Back end done. And Dad has been at his handiwork. I put the 1200 on the dyno. Hello, welcome to this week's video. Now, you saw from the thumbnail, as I normally give away what's happening in the video in the thumbnail, working on the 1200 again. Hopefully today, all being well, we'll go get to have a look at it, see how it's going. But for now, I'm going to be working on some brackets that I need to hold the bonnet side panels in place. Those are missing on my tractor, and they've been probably cut off years ago and tossed into the forest or wherever it was. So I've got to go make 4 of these. Now, Dave has given me, Massey Dave that is, has given me, not my brother Dave, has given me some dimensions and some photographs. He kindly took the time to do that. I've drawn it up here on AutoCAD and printed it out on a 1:1 scale. So I basically just have to follow these templates and I should be able to make these brackets. Now they're tricky little buggers because, as you can see from, I don't know if you can see this or not, but you can see that there's a bit of a bend in them, and I don't actually know what degree that bend is. So I'm just sort of playing it by ear or playing it by eye, if you like. But anyway, yeah, so we've drawn that up from the dimensions that Dave has given us, and we should be able to make 4 of these. So yeah, so that's that. So we'll make them, and then, as I say, we'll hopefully have time then to go up and see the 1200 and take them up and try them out, and let the mechanic then sort of fiddle with it. There's also little rubber blocks to make as well, which but you'll see that when we get stuck into it. Anyway, let's get stuck in the video, and we'll pick it up now with making these brackets. Right, here we have our well laid out plans. So this is the bracket here, and this is what it actually looks like when it's folded. It's got this straight bit here. This is a rubber, you can see that. This is a rubber, I'm going to call it a buffer thing. And then it's bent up and bent down. I don't know the angle of this bend, but we'll make it up as we go along. And that's kind of what it looks like with the fold lines in it. All being well, that is what we should get. So let's try and turn a flat piece of paper into a actual bracket to hold the side panels on the 1200. Sure how square that is. Okay, that's pretty square. Right, there we go. So that is the flat bit of plate, which is the same as that bit of plate there. So that just should fit over there like that. And I've left this a little long, as you can see, because I don't know what's going to happen when I bend it. And it's a lot easier to cut a bit off it than it is to put a bit on it. So yeah, although I think I'll put that up that end. That'll be the way we'll do it. Like that even. So let's measure up for folding. So I'll fold this first, then we'll do these other folds, and then I'll cut this bit out of it because it's easier to do it if it's folded. Right, there's the first bend done in it. I just put it in the vise between two bits of angle iron and hitting it with a hammer. And it ain't too far away. So now I need to bend it here up. Oh, pointing the wrong direction. So I need to bend it here up and then bend it here back down again. And I need to measure this top bit. Measure this top bit here because that should be 65 from the base to the top. So we'll do that. Right, here is the bracket. I've made one in the last hour. I need to be doing this as a production line. So that's kind of the profile there. That'll fit on there like so. See that? Now this bit here isn't right, I don't think. I think this is more accurate. But anyway, we'll take this up and see it. I've drilled the 2 holes out at the bottom and I'll cut that out and that'll give me the slot. This is too long here, so I need to take about 5mm off this end here, so I'll trim that off, drill the 2 holes. I'll not drill these 2 holes here. I'll leave them, take it up and put it up against the 1200 and see where they are because I'm not sure. It's easier to mark them and drill them. So that is getting close. So what we'll do is we'll cut that bit out and leave that right, and that's the slot, and then there's a wee rubber thing to go in there which bolts in this side. So let's cut them out. There we go, that is the slot cut out for the rubber. Now I need to just trim, because this should be 65 from here to here. Need to just trim a bit off this, only about 5mm, and that'll be right. And then we can drill 2 holes in that. Sorry, holes are here. And we'll not drill them holes, and we'll not cut that bit off. We'll offer it up and see how it goes. And if it's a success, we'll make 3 more of them. Right, there we go. Look at the 1200. Let's go look at it. What a difference. There's some bolts actually on the floor here. Kind of hard to see with me in the... But back end done. New 540 PTO. Now it still spins at 1000, but it's a 540 PTO spline. So yeah, she's looking well. New tires. What size is the tires? 460/85 R34s. Yeah, let me spin the camera around. Right, there we go. Get a better look at it now. $1,200. Still a few wee bits to do, just need to make the wee cover for that. side panels are missing. Now we're working at the brackets, as you know, but I'm not sure how this actually goes on here. So what I'm going to do is speak to Dave for how they bolt on there. But there we go. 1200, nearly ready. Wheels blasted, painted. There's the air filter, it's been painted. I think there's a couple of wee things he's not happy with, he wants to touch them up, so. But yeah. Looking mighty well. Right, so we have been up at the 1200 and I would have inserted that into the video here, or before this. We're back now from that and getting stuck into making these brackets again. Now, when we were up at the 1200, I just kind of showed you a little bit of a video of it complete. Still a bit of work to do on it, and one of the things we want to get finished is these side panels, and we need these brackets done. Now, I don't fully understand how these work because, well, there was brackets on my tractor at one point, but someone has cut them off probably many years ago. So these brackets now are, or I'm trying to make these brackets now that we can get these side panels on, or engine covers if you want to call them that, which we were working at before we went up. However, I'm even more confused now than I was before I went up, because when I took this up and tried to fit it into the tractor, it just didn't make sense. So I don't know. Anyway, I have a call out to Dave, and we'll see if he can enlighten me on how these should be fitted. He already has provided the dimensions, but I think I need a bit more of a steer because yeah, it's alien ground for me. So anyway, we'll keep going because I'll cut out the strips and then we'll start and bend them, and hopefully by that stage I'll get some photographs and I'll have a better understanding of how these things work. Right, thanks to Eamon actually for sending me some pictures, because I have actually been bending this wrong. So what we're doing is, having seen the pictures of it installed on his tractor, I've been adding an extra bend, which I don't need to. So Dad has straightened it out there, and that's the first one. Now the holes in it aren't drilled yet, we'll need to put it up against the tractor, but that's probably more like it now, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Just need to make the, oh, you've got a bit of rubber. That's plastic.
Aye. Is that too solid?
I think that might be a bit solid. I think
that would have done your gear lever.
Aye, well, we got one specially made. That rubber stuff would be better. Or 2 bits of conveyor belt maybe would work. Would it, if it was bolted together? No. Right, okay. Put the camera down and I'll mark this other bit here. This is what Dad's up to. He's making the little, it's like a 1-inch square rubber block, and there's a slot goes in it, which goes in the slot, and then the panel goes into that. It's V'd, and then it doesn't rattle around. So that's what he's up to with that. But I need the vise, so I'll have to chase him off. I don't know where the cutting of that is, but that's actually a buffer from. Oh, there it is, on the floor. It's an old buffer from the back of I think that's off the back of a 40-foot trailer, if I'm right. Anyway, that's what we're using for the rubbers. It was either that or get 3 pieces of conveyor belt and bolt them together, but he wants to use this. So anyway, let's get the slots cut out of this other thing. Right, so what I've done is, just like the last one, I've drilled the 2 holes out and then I'll just cut this out, and that will leave me the slot the same as that. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
4.5, it's 4.5 inches.
Aye, that's 2 1/4.
Where's that bit there?
Aye.
There.
Yeah. And then aye.
Don't destroy the pen.
No. Now, what length's the slot?
The slot is 60 mil.
60 mil.
Yeah,
So
30 either side of that.
Right. I'll get another tape.
There's tape there.
Is that the width though up there?
Yeah. That's it there.
It's the 12 mil. What do you think of that? Squared up to suit.
Aye, but not too, it has to be thin on this side only. Aye, well, that's probably alright. Take less out of this.
Right.
That's alright that side. Well, that'd be dead
You,
on.
you
Just
should
5 mil. Aye, more like that. Well, what's it on the thing? Yeah, it was no far away. Aye, I suppose that's. Dead on. There is 4 brackets to hold on the 1200 side panels. Is that what you call them? Side panels? Side panels. And Dad has made these rubbers. These bios here. And they go in like
pick your best.
so. Well, that's a good, oh, that's not right. That's it. Got their name. So that goes in like that. Now we need to drill 2 holes to fix that into that.
Your lorry man coming to you after?
Don't know to sort that out yet. So drill 2 holes, one in there, bolt that into that, and then 2 holes, one there, because that goes onto the bonnet, something like that. Anyway, 12 o'clock, midnight, that'll do. So back tomorrow and just drill those holes and make 4 little plates to pull them in with. And that will do. Right, so we left off the last day. We were making these bonnet brackets, if you remember that. And Dad has been at his handiwork and he has made these little just little plates which pull in tight on that and bolted them in there. So fair play to him. So that is in there now for the for them brackets. There's 4 brackets and he has done all 4 of them. So that's a good job. Oh, you have the holes drilled in them. Oh, I was going to drill them, but now you have it done. So then I'll get, well, that's them done then, isn't it?
You're going to paint them?
So we're running low on time. I suppose we better do something with them. I brought the wire brush up there to buff them down and just give them up to Alistair, you know, and let him just undercoat them and paint them. See if this is dirty enough. Yeah.
You're going to hate to get them off again then. That's here, you know.
Yeah.
You just spray it over the black and all.
I don't know. I'll give that a wire brush there and clean all that flaky paint off it, you know, and I'll just give it up to him then. He likes a bit of painting. He can. I don't have time really, you know. It's just running short in time. You might have to stick them on and take them back off when we come back again. Paint them properly. Aye. What we'll do now is, as Dad has finished these off and put the holes in them, we will give them a bit of a clean up with the wire brush just to take the roughness off them, and then we'll send them up to the mechanic and he can paint them. He's got the undercoat and the right colour of paint, so that's what we'll do with them. And then when we've that done, we can then begin to make the little knobs for the top of the two levers and the other lever that does the tipping pipe and that type of thing. So get these cleaned up first with the wire brush. Right, there we go. There is the 4 brackets all nicely buffed up, cleaned, and ready for a lick of undercoat and red paint. Now, I think probably have to take them off, but I'll just take them up to the mechanic, let him have a look at it, make sure they fit, because we might have to bend a bit more here. I think this bend's okay, but this bend might need a little bit more, not sure. So I'm not going to paint it and then bend it. So what we'll do is we'll leave it as it is, take them up to him, let him fit them, make sure they fit and work properly, and then he'll probably take them off and give them a bit of a paint. So that's them done, ready to go, out the door. Next job is look at the knobs for the levers. Now, here's one actually almost perfect because it has, this is one Dad dug up. It has a little slot in it, and that just will sit on there. Now it's probably, sorry you can't see in the camera, that has a little slot on it there. And what we'll do is we'll just leave that. We'll bring that one up, and we'll probably have to trim a bit off it so that the two slide past each other, because on the actual 1200. Right, if you can imagine the 1200, the two knobs sit like that, you know, you go back and forward, and what has happened, what the actually normal ones are, or the correct ones, have this section cut out and this section cut out so that they go past each other. If these two were there, they would just hit each other. So, but we'll leave that one as it is, and we'll try and make one out of maybe that, or I have plastic here, which is a hard plastic. I might cut one out of that, and I have this rubber which we made the other rubber things out of. So either way, we'll try and fabricate something. Not so much to replicate that, but probably more in the line of that. So we'll try that. Right, well, what I've done is cut out a block of that rubber. Well, it's not really rubber, it's more like a plastic, hard plastic. And what we'll do is we'll cut out you can see this, we'll cut out maybe go that way, cut it across there, and then round it to try and make a nice knob for the lever. I'll try and make 2 of them. That's the plan, out of a bit of old rubber, or it's not actually, it's say rubber. Well, it's kind of, it's like more like a hard plastic. Anyway, that's what we'll try. There you go. That's kind of the makings of a handle. Now what I'll do is I'll round it all, or I'll try and round it all. I think it's a bit narrow here, but that's alright, we can cut it off. Actually, probably will cut it off a bit there, but I'll leave that for mechanic. That's the idea. Right, there we go. Now, it may not look like much to you, but to me this is priceless. So I've got 2 lever tops, or knobs if you like, for the tops of the levers. That's those there, for back and forward. Just need to drill a wee hole in the bottom of it, but what I'll do is I'll leave it for the mechanic, because you might have to offset the drill hole so that the 2 miss each other. So I'll not drill it, I'll leave it for him. But I've essentially made 2 little, I think the first one I made is a wee bit better than the second one, but yeah, they're far from perfect. I'm gonna say they're not perfect, they're far from perfect, but it's better than just having the bare tops, and I think that'll do until such times as Dave gets me the proper ones. No pressure, Dave, for the tractor. Say that I was going to use that one, but I'll not use that because that's actually not mine. That belongs to my brother-in-law, and that's off his Nuffield. Yeah, so better not steal that. Anyway, there we go. That is those 2 made. There's the brackets I talked about earlier. That's me done. My work is done here. That's all I can do now, really. You've seen the work earlier in the video with the 1200. The guys, Alistair's team, are working away on it there, and I'm just doing these little footery bits here, try and speed them up a bit. So what we'll do is we'll get this up to them maybe tomorrow, maybe get another look at it, see if it's done a little bit more, get it on the video. Right, I'm up here at the mechanics, and what we're doing is we're going to put the 1200 on the dyno and just see what she's really punching out. So this will be a very interesting exercise. I hope it doesn't blow up the engine or something. So anyway, going on the dyno, let's see how it goes. Oh no, sorry, what I think of what?
The wee tray below the seat.
Oh, that's a great job. Really sets off. Like I was saying that to him, it's better than having the black thing, you know, it just looks like it was meant to be there, you know.
Worked it very well.
That it was a great job. Yeah, we put the effort into it. that is it for this video, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, please, and hit the old like button. And if you really, really enjoyed it, hit the sub button. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.